See, the early bird gets the worm, Lou. So, Greg, it was like the first answer on there, and there's me thinking, no one's going to get this. It's a planet. It could be any number of space-themed films. But no, Greg, you spoilt my fun. How the devil is everybody? I'm going to have my normal monologue today. Do you realise today I've got absolutely no idea what we're going to be talking about? It's going to be one of those Thursdays where it just goes off on a tangent probably, and we end up talking about flushing toilets or something like that. Who was talking in chat about... John Hay. I was just looking at that wash and cure station. £87 from G-Tech. The shipping costs are £86. That's because it's coming from China. It's because it's temporarily out of stock by the look of it in Great Britain. So when it's in stock, so I think they have a warehouse in Leicester somewhere. When that warehouse is full, just keep your eye on the out of stock there if you do want to get one, because I think that's about £8 to get shipped anywhere in the mainland UK, which is all cool. But how the devil is everyone? I said I've been so busy this week, and next week I'm going to be so busy that there's going to be no live stream on Wednesday for patrons. Unfortunately, there's going to be no Thursday live stream either. And I'll be this weekend I've got to get some videos done so that there is something out next week to actually show you. So I am going to be working some more on the orrery, which is just there somewhere. You can see just appearing through. I have got the Ford GT to do. I'm going to be doing Valentino Rossi bike tomorrow. And I've got... what else have I got? I've got the Lancia, the next two stages of the Lancia. I've also got the next stage of the Alpine. I've got quite a bit, but I've got little time to do it, because what's happening is Monday I'm off to Taunton. There's me. Like I so do not know where Taunton is that I thought it was in Devon. Apparently it's in Somerset, so it's not as far as Devon. But I'm off to Taunton on Monday. Then I'm coming back here on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday we're off to Blackburn Way. And then from Blackburn Way, because we're seeing you, Paul, on Wednesday. From Blackburn Way we're going up the country. I don't know where we're ending up, and then we're going to be... All I know is we're going to be in Castle Douglas Way on Friday. And then hopefully I'll be back here for the weekend. Just so much going on. I'm going to be on the road. I am going to take my laptop because there is an event I'm going to on the Tuesday, which I can't say anything about. And even if I wanted to tell you, I couldn't, because I haven't even got a clue what the event's about. But when I'm at the event, I'm hoping that I can film some footage there, and you'll see that on the channel sometime next week. So that's going to be fun. We're all keeping our fingers crossed at the moment, like this. Oh, by the way, Hector, if you're watching in Chicago, there's the Butch O'Hara chapter of the IPMS USA. Hector got me this t-shirt and gave it to the Iwata crew over at Wonderfest. So I did say I'll wear it, but it's been in the ironing pile for a while. And I keep promising I'm going to wear it. So tonight I am wearing it. I've also got a pen. I've got a, that's a Part Work Upgrades one, I think. Yeah. I've got a pen somewhere as well. And I've got some stickers and all sorts of things. So it is good to see all these model clubs. It does remind me of Telford, because the model clubs in Telford tend to have their own stand and they display the models from their club. I think that's absolutely brilliant. I'm definitely going to go to Telford and record everything I possibly can this year. Last year I was just doing things that I like, but this year I'm going to record everything. And the reason for that is I went to the Small Space 10 model show on Sunday. Last Sunday just gone. And you saw that video on the channel. And you know what? For a little tiny venue in a little tiny village hall, it was rammed. And there were so many good models there that you probably saw. I saw Keith from Cosmic Scale Models. I don't know if you're in here, Keith. Keith actually gave me some figures for the Ares 1B. I completely forgot I've got this model to build. So thank you, Keith. I really appreciate that. But Gary Glover was there, who's got the Mekon and the Doctor Who's that I showed you last week. Had a great time. Absolutely great time. And I think that people like seeing those shows. You like seeing those shows. You like me seeing film. For example, Wonderfest has just passed 104,000 views. And that small, sleepy show that I went to on Sunday is almost on 13,000 views. So if I can be the travelling person for the peeps that can't get to these shows and film some of the things that you might want to see, I will do that. And I will travel the country. But all I'm going to have next week is my laptop, my phone, a microphone and a camera. That's me. So all fun. But how the devil is really? Lou, are you okay? I understand North Carolina had a tornado which sort of like destroyed a Pfizer warehouse or something. But I don't know if that's anywhere near you. Haven't got a clue. Space Cowboys is a good film, Nick. Good guess. Good film. Is Ian in here tonight? I haven't seen Ian. I don't know if he is. I'm working on this part work pizza thing. Do you want to see? Do you want to see what I've got so far? I meant to put it on a transparent background, so I'll do that later. But this is my idea of a part work pizza shirt. I do want to sort his face out as well, but he's going to kill me. He's always taking pictures of me on stream and photoshopping them and all that. So this is my chance to get back on him. So Ian, part work pizza. I do think that's cool. Now, obviously, that would be transparent, but I do think that needs to go on a t-shirt with some sort of slogan on there or something like that. I don't know, but it should be fun. Oh, I had great joy doing that. But saying that, this week, as you've seen, I've been working on. Oh, let's get this Optimus Prime. Look at the size of this arm, and I do like how it's just all complete. Everything moves, and like the hands move and stuff like that. Now, this thing is almost bigger than my. Look, it's almost it's half the size of my arm. Perhaps it's an Optimus Prime 1/2 scale. Just so you know, someone did say that I had put the vents on backwards. I had put the vents on backwards. I've changed them now, so they are on the right way. Just so you know, I did that ages ago, to be honest with you. But this was a brilliant build. Unfortunately, there was one problem with this build, and that was that I didn't realise how much screwing there was going to be. And believe me, this finger here is covered in blisters. And where else? I've got another one here somewhere. I've got blisters on my hand because the amount of screwing that I've been doing this week, terrible. Even the Knight Rider today, it was hurting. But I'm glad with the Knight Rider, all the electrics are working straight away. So can't knock it. Everything's good. Everyone's happy. We're all happy. You ordered a G-Tech printer, came from Germany. Customs want... Wow. That's crazy. We play customs for anything coming from abroad, though. But they should be coming from England. It's very strange. Because I only paid £8 for my customs, Will. What's going on with my chat tonight? Everything's blinking. Gunny, you got your 1966 Batmobile from Jazz Inc. Wow. Now that's the 1/6 scale. If you saw the Wonderfest 2022 video that I've got on the channel, just put the air conditioning on because it's quite hot. That was on there. That's amazing. I've seen that. It's really good, isn't it? But they're out of stock now, Gunny. You can't get them anymore. Gravity broke all the laws of orbital mechanics. I've seen that once. It is all right. It was all right. But then again, I thought Interstellar was all right. Well, great. It's Chris Nolan, isn't it? I'm going to see Oppenheimer. I think it's out tomorrow. I'm going to see Oppenheimer. But I'm not holding... I don't like any Chris Nolan film. The only film that I vaguely like of him was Guy Pearce in Memento. But I hate all the Batmans. I just don't like him. I think he's got this innate ability to drag a movie on longer than it needs to be. I understand there's a 15-minute... can I say sex scene? Yeah, I'll say sex scene. There's a 15-minute sex scene in Oppenheimer. Does that really need to be there? We will find out. So, hopefully Chris Nolan can actually sway me into actually liking one of his films. Hello, Edward. How's it going? Anthony. Now, Anthony, we're going to be coming back between Friday and Saturday to Corby, which means that we will be passing down the A1 Grantham Way past Lincolnshire Way and all of that. So there might be a possibility we can meet up. I don't know how far you are from Grantham Services. And saying that, is Christian in here tonight? I'm scrolling back. Have we not got Christian tonight? I'm scrolling. Christian's not in here tonight. Oh my God. No wonder I'm thrown off. But I'm going to email you, Anthony, and see if we might be able to sort something out so I can get you that diorama. So that's cool. Hello, Jamesy boy. How's it going? Oh, yes. And Ed's just saying to Phil that refit's looking good. Phil, refit's looking amazing. You really love that Aztec in now, don't you? I can just get this picture, Phil, that you're going to be Aztec in everything. But in particular, the base of those pylons They look brilliant. They look brilliant. And you know what? I still haven't had a chance to get onto my Enterprise at the moment. I said I've got the I'm lining them up. I've got the refit that I'm doing. I want to start the Aries. I want to do the Mekon, and I've started to get my ideas for Talos. Now Talos, we're hoping to have that done by the end of September. I've ordered some parts. I've had to order some parts. Oh, I just hope it's not going to end up a garden ornament. You know what I'm like. So. Hello, Gavin. How's it going? Just to let you know, you have put the shock absorber on the Yamaha the wrong way round. Check image stage 38 on the Yamaha. The shock absorber on the Yamaha the wrong way round. You're talking about the Rossi bike? Have I? Probably. I can't really check stage 38, Gavin, because I don't keep the instructions. But I will have a look. I will have a look. I'm doing it tomorrow anyway. Chances are I normally find out these things when the other parts don't fit into it. So, do you mean it's upside down? If it's upside down, that'll be a quick fix. But I'll figure it out. And the fans go wild here, well to Wayne. Well, as a matter of fact, on Sunday, a few people recognised me, but it was nice. It was nice that people knew who I was, but didn't clock me, if you know what I mean. So it wasn't until I actually had that video up, they're like, "I knew I recognised you." Oh, it was humbling. It was very humbling. But you know what? It was just great. I can just see something like that on a large scale in the UK would do absolutely brilliantly. But I haven't got a clue how to arrange that. I reckon I could arrange for people, sci-fi, model builders to come all together and display their models on the show. But for the whole getting vendors involved and garage kits, I know there's a garage kit convention as well. I think a crew way. But to fill a hall, I wouldn't know how to do any of that. But I stand by what I said. I do think it's one of these things that are coming close. I was on Alan Savage's tested stream last night. He's talking about coming to Wonderfest next year, Lou and Phil. So that could be interesting. He wanted to come this year, but the scheduling was all over the place. So that's why Norm went. But Adam wants to come next year. So that could be interesting. Hi, Paul. You got your kids watching tonight? As well, no school. Now, please say hello to Damien and Matilda. Hello, Damien and Matilda. Oh, yes, I was talking about keeping our fingers crossed. Fingers are crossed here. Free range Thursday, that's what it is. We are hoping to have 2 new members of the World of Wayne family, or even the Green family. And everything's in the process of our 2 little angels coming to live with us. Obviously, we lost Phoebe in February, and we've been a while, and there's always been this hole here. You know, we love having Phoebe around and all of that. And I've been in touch with some rescue centres, and one of them's got back to me, and they've got exactly what we've been looking for. So if we can get these rescue dogs here, it's going to be brilliant. So at the moment, things are looking good. So I'm hoping that in the next couple of weeks, you're going to meet some new folks that are going to be here in the channel. And in the house, I've got to have them on the channel, definitely. Hello, Eric Masson, over in Ontario, in Canada, and hello, Jason. Shh, don't tell Wayne. I'm in the car park behind the workshop. Oh, hi. Did you see this, Ian? Did you see your part work pizza? Oh, you just had to have a picture on your Facebook profile with your thumb in there, didn't you? I do want to have it two-toned, like an Andy Warhol picture, you know, or the Colonel Sanders sort of picture. You never know. You might have to just dump your whole part work upgrades business and just start a fast food enterprise. That's what I'd do. Phil, do you recognise this? This is what I got my drinking tonight. This was bought all the way from the SoFi, and it was bought on a plane, and I use it all the time. But tonight I brought it into the workshop with me on account that I've got no more beer left. So you should have the first parts from Fano of Ecto 1 and D in a couple of weeks. You know what? Well, for some reason, my account says blocked on the Ecto 1 and suspended, and I've got no idea why. So I have contacted someone, and they said, yeah, it's because that stage is delayed at the moment. But I don't know. I'm just a bit worried about it. And Charlotte, this is my daughter here, saying, hey, Dad, poor old Charlotte has got COVID at the moment. Out of everybody in the whole planet, my daughter decides to get COVID. So obviously last night I did a COVID test because I've had a cough and I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. But I think it's hay fever for me. I've got asthma, you see, but I normally manage it with inhalers. I haven't had to manage it with inhalers for 7 years. So the hay fever this year is causing havoc with me, and it is triggering my asthma again. People do recommend getting some local honey, I believe. Local honey for the bees around here, because that's supposed to help with the pollen, which is probably setting me off. Don't know. Paul, you have the Trekworks paint guide. I know what that is, because I've got that as well. Hello, Mr. Tamia. How's it going? And everyone's else, sanitizer, wash hands, sheltering. Well, after my daughter coming around, yeah, definitely. Really? Butch O'Hara? Look, I've got to show you. Let me just stand up. Look, this is the shirt he got me. Butch O'Hara chapter. I like how they're called the chapters. Can you imagine? We should have the Corby chapter of IPMS. I wonder if that's what they call them out here. What's this? What's that there? No idea. I've already got paint on me, I think. Oh no, it's coming off. Yeah, we can have chapters, the Corby chapter of IPMS. I really need to join IPMS because I get cheaper tickets when I go to Telford, and I do believe I get early entry as well. So that's amazing. I can't believe that. You do say about, you know, us English history, our history goes back thousands of years, and I know your American history only goes back a couple of hundreds, but the American history is so interesting. I mean, I'm a fanatical about the American Civil War, Gettysburg, and all of that, but yeah, and the whole Al Capone and Chicago, and I like American history, and I love a museum. Hello, Wayne from Wayne. How the devil are you? It is Somerset. Why did I think Taunton just seems to be such a long drive, Mark, that it seemed like I was going into Devon. I am in Devon in August. We're going to be in Paignton. That's definitely in Devon, because then that's a stop-off point for us before we go to Cornwall. And we're going to be staying around Perranporth Beach. So that's going to be nice. Esther wants to go to Tintagel Castle. I want to go to St. Michael's Mount, not the one in France, the one that we've got here, which means walking across the causeway, which should be fun before the sea comes in. But don't know if the kids are going to let me do that. They just want to do crazy white knuckle things. Hello from Colorado. All is well in Aurora. Is that where you are? Aurora, Colorado. Wow. Why do we get Aurora? I'm just trying to think why. Wasn't that the place where Wayne Campbell comes from in Wayne's World? I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I've got to say, I saw Mission Impossible 7 on Tuesday. Now, I'll try not to give you spoilers, but if you watch the synopsis of the film or you read about it, it's all about them trying to hunt this key, and nothing makes sense. There's some continuity errors which has been driving me mad. Even Mrs. Wilder Wayne couldn't understand it, about counterfeit keys and real keys and all of that. And it's got the problem. It's a great film, by the way. It's a great film, but it's got the problem of Lord of the Rings. If something's so powerful, why didn't anyone just think, you know what, we should just destroy this? No one says that. But yeah, good film. But it's 2 hours 46 minutes, and it's only part 1. So, and I understand the uncut version, or the before it came to cinema cut, was almost 4 hours long. My God. You received your Optimus Prime issues from Hamhost today, starting it later. I've got pack 2 on the way, I believe. So that's going to be good. My Optimus Prime from Fan Home is behind me. Having to remember where everything is. Most of the stuff's in cases down here. The only thing that isn't is the Alien, because I can't fit that in a case, and the Alpine. Everything else is in a box somewhere. Because there's just so much everywhere. Yeah, Berg just sent me a list of everything that she's got videos to do. Oh, God. I don't envy you, because you know what? When I get like that, Bergdis, and there's so many stuff to build, I get so stressed. And then I start rushing. And you know what happens when I'm rushing through videos? I end up stabbing myself. So someone told me today that They're calling Knight Rider the goth car. The goth car hasn't claimed any blood. And I'm like, well, if you remember, I think it was stage 6 or something, pack 6. I rammed the screwdriver into my hand. It does happen. Ah. Have you received the Ghostbusters model from Fanho? No, I've got it waiting to go down here. I just can't understand why my account says blocked. And I've asked everyone, has anyone... I'm going to ask the same question I asked on Patreon last night. When you check your Fanhome account, has anyone got blocked on their Ecto 1 build? Because if you have, or if you haven't, I'm going to have to think of another way. I'm going to have to get hold of it. Because I don't understand why my one's been blocked. Enjoy your road trip. Hope the traffic is not too backed up. Well, I'm going to leave probably Monday about just before lunch. So I'm hoping to avoid all the rush hour. But we'll see. Yes, thank you, Keith. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for these figures. This is absolutely brilliant. I'm actually gonna... I've got the Aries behind me. I'm gonna add that to that. Definitely got to do something. I say I've got to finish this Enterprise before the end of the year because I'd like the Aries to be a project for 2024. But I don't know what's stopping me going to it because I've done all the electrics. The electrics are fine. I've still got to do the pylons. I'm not as worried as doing the pylons, the nacelles, and the shuttle bay as I was doing the saucer section. But it's just this pinning it together. I'm just so nervous about doing it. But on your tour, Wayne, is there anywhere along the route we can stand and wave at you as you pass? I don't know where I'll be. Chances are, Mark, I'm going to either be up and down the M6 or I'm going to be somewhere like Chester's Homesteads or Viverlander in the old Hexham Road that links Newcastle to Carlisle. Love it up there. Love it in Northumberland. It's great. You're all good there. I was a bit worried, Lou, because they say on our news, North Carolina, you know, there's tornadoes hit North Carolina. You just naturally assume the whole of North Carolina. Oh, my God. Ah, there you go. Ian just saw the picture. That's the photo of you making kebabs. I should put a little pinafore on you, shouldn't I? Ian should be in a high vis and a baseball cap with his logo on delivering the pizza. Well, I'm seeing Ian on Sunday. So, Ian, you'll have to bring... I'm going to bring some cosplay for you. And I'll get you on some different poses on like a green screen. What do you reckon? I used to have a chef hat. Right, believe it or not, I can't cook. Right, I try to cook. I can cook spaghetti bolognese. I'm not the greatest cook in the world, but I did one time buy a chef's hat. I'm not talking just like a cosplay chef hat. I bought a really expensive chef hat. It had like checkered black and white hair, and it was great. It was great. You're probably wondering, why am I bringing up this whole thing about a chef's hat? Well, I bought it not for cooking. It's because years ago, I used to attend these conventions by a group of people called Star Fury. Primarily, they were for Joss Whedon. So it was for Angel, Buffy conventions. As a matter of fact, they've got a convention coming up with David Boreanaz in it. But part of the group of that, they had a lot of cosplayers who decided to make a troupe of people called the Jedi Chefs. So it was basically us dressed as Jedis wearing chef hats. Because no one talks about the Jedi Chefs. So at one time, I was a Jedi chef. Unfortunately, one of the people that created the Jedi Chefs is no longer with us. So I don't know what the legacy of that was, but there were quite a few members of the Jedi Chefs. You've already come up with a part work pizza slogan. I put it on his post on Facebook. I'll post that up. I'll post it on Facebook, Ian, and then you can have a look. I meant to put it on a different background. I have got a transparent of that, though, so... Hello, look, Charlotte's in here. My mother's in here as well. And I got the whole family in. Hello, Shane from New Zealand. How's it going? How much screwing? Enough to give me blisters, Phil. Blisters on my right hand. But it was this Optimus Prime. There was a lot of screwing in it. Mainly because of these here. The fingers. But it's so big. It's so big. Excellent, though. Absolutely excellent. Oh, the other thing is, you probably noticed that I've got the time machine down here. I plugged the time machine in. I want to see, does everything still work? So plugged it in. The lights still work. I have this problem with it that the disc won't turn unless I pull down the back a little bit, and then it will start to spin. The disc was spinning, everything was working, everything was lovely, and then the spindle fell off, and the disc fell off as well. So I had to get this. This is crazy. I had to that steel stuff that you use, Lou. You know, you used it on your Tauntaun. I bought some. That what's it called? Steel stick or something. I used that, poked it in my little brass hole, stuck it in there, left it for like 2 or 3 hours. It stuck solid in there, which is brilliant. Then I could glue this bit over the top of it, not having to worry about the inner shaft getting glued, which turns, and it's fixed. Thank God. But that steel stick stuff, great, but it's got a working time of about, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes, hasn't it? Then it goes like lead. Crazy stuff. Hello, Scott, over in California. You wanted to see if you know about Hasbro plus an app you can do a selfie of you as an action figure. You can pick Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe, and Iron Man, and the Power Ranger. I didn't know that. Wow, I've got a friend who works for Hasbro. I really need to get to Hasbro offices. I wonder if they'll give me a tour. I'd love a tour of Hasbro. I've got to make it. I can't just say, "Can I have a tour of Hasbro?" I've got to make it beneficial for them. Some sort of promotion. That's a t-shirt. Lots of screwing going on. Oh, I can't help you. Phil, you know what I'm like with the innuendos on the channel. Chances are, I don't know I'm making innuendos, you know. It's only when Mrs. Welder Wayne tells me later, or in the chat, in the comments, I'm seeing people telling me, Wayne, if I was playing innuendo bingo today, I would have won a full house. Hey, look, do you want to see a trick of the light? This is crazy. Look, trick of the light. Here, that looks white, but in the reflection, it's yellow. It's actually this color. So why is that color not looking like that color? That don't make sense, does it? I am going to be changing this Back to the Future poster. I was meant to be changing posters every month. I've actually got a Jaws poster, so it's going to be a Jaws poster going up there, I think, for the next few months. Do like to mix it up a bit on the channel, don't I? Oh, Hector. Yeah, nice shirt, isn't it? I'm glad you're in here, Hector. I'm glad you're in here. You're going to see Oppenheimer next week. Oh, cool. Well, hopefully I've got an idea what it's about. Most times when I go into a Chris Nolan film, I've got no idea. Well, to wait. It's ginormous on the front. But lots of screwing on the back. I'd get kicked out of places. I'd like to think I go to some respectable places. Oh, that's fun. Is the sex scene fat man or little boy? I don't know. I can't see how what warrants a 15-minute sex scene. I don't understand. But yeah, we'll have to see. It is on tomorrow, isn't it? I haven't seen the new Strange New Worlds either. That's something I've got to do. God, I need catching up. It's a good job I'm going away next week, because I could take my laptop with me and just catch up on all the movies and series I haven't seen for a while. You got your Ghostbusters with a face on the action figure. Really? Wow. You know what? What I was going to do at the Insomnia Gaming Festival, I'm not going to it this year because they moved it till September and none of my kids can make it because they're at school. But about 3 years at the Insomnia Gaming Festival, they had this room that I could stand in. Cameras will go around and scan me, and then it will make an STL of me, whatever pose I'm in. And what I want to do is that company's somewhere still in the UK. I want to get that done so I can have my own STL and print my own figures of me going like this and pointing. So then what I can do is when I'm building models, I can have little me pointing to a part that I might be talking about. My mum said it's rude to point. But I think that'd be cool. And then perhaps I've got to have one like this or like, I don't know. But it was quite reasonable. I think they charged £90 just for the SDL file, but you can use that again and again. It's your license. You can have it for as long as you want. If you wanted them to print the figure, that was a lot more. Can't remember how much though. Greetings from rainy Shrewsbury. Now that's on the border, isn't it? Shrewsbury, between Wales and England. As a matter of fact, it's Wales that hopefully our new family members are coming from. So it could be interesting. I got stung with customs on that Amazon. You know, the Volvo Amazon for Mixo Collections. I had to pay £129 for that. Lot. It's a lot. I mean, I don't understand customs. There's some things that I've paid customs on which I shouldn't have paid customs on, but the procedure you have to go through to get your money back is just a joke. So in the end, it's like, Phil, we posted something to you. Just so you know, we posted something to you yesterday, I think it was. I'm hoping it will get there for around about the 20th of August. So I really do hope you get it, because I think you'll like it. Oh, he only does a limited number of runs. Yeah, that's right. I think he had the Batwing there as well. The Batwing looks good. And I think he had the designs for the Tim Burton Batmobile. I saw the Flash movie. I didn't like the Flash movie. The only bit I liked about the Flash movie was Michael Keaton. The rest was, yeah. I do think that I am... I do think I'm getting a bit... is it just me? I'm getting a bit superheroed out. I'm getting a bit fed up of superhero movies at the moment. I haven't watched... I watched one episode of the Secret Invasion. I'm out. I'm washing my hands with it. And it's scary because I'm starting to get the same way with Star Wars as well. I don't know. Perhaps we do need this hiatus, this moratorium. Just shelve it for a few decades, then bring it back. But then saying that, I'm getting crazy into Star Trek again. So, all fun. Does anyone know if there's still Forbidden Planets still? There's one in Leicester and there's one in London, Mark. They're the two that I know about. I think there's one in Manchester as well, someone was telling me. And Birmingham. So yeah, they are still around. Dachshunds. Sausage dogs ads. Looking at, we've always wanted a dachshund. My mother-in-law used to look after a couple of dachshunds called Slinky and Stretch. Great names for dachshunds, aren't they? But we did want to rescue dogs. We want a couple of rescue dogs. And this opportunity has come up, so we're really hoping excuse me, we're really hoping that everything comes into place. They'll love it here. They'll love it here. They're gonna come and live with us forever, Marcus. That picture was on a bad hair day. Oh my god, I'm 15 minutes behind on chat. I'm sorry. I'll just keep going off on one, don't you? I saw the Neck of Jaws figures. They are really good. More info. The gas reservoir. See, I said that right. Reservoir. On the shock should be facing outwards away from the engine block. I will check that out, Gavin. Thank you for letting me know. I am working on it tomorrow, so I'll have a look at that. How come there's no catalogue for the alien build? Catalogue? Do you mean like magazine, Gunny? Don't know. They're all online. I think, did a magazine come with a Hachette one? I don't know. The Nexus. Kevin the Nexus will be able to answer that because he's already built that. Wayne, how do you become a member? Of what do you want to become a member of, Andrew? Are you talking about IPMS? You just go on their website, IPMS. Greg Carter, everyone in the Midwest is coughing right now because of Canadian wildfires. Are they still going on? When I come up to Wonderfest, we had to fly over New York, but really, really even further north than we normally would to avoid whatever's going on at Eastern Newfoundland at the moment. And then on the way back, we thought we'd avoid it because it was grounding flights. We got caught in storms, but we got back okay. So definitely not flying in Chicago again, though. Keep saying that. I've looked at flights next year already, and Charlotte is looking good. I think I'm going to fly into Charlotte. Indiana Jones is not what we wanted. When I saw it, sad. I really enjoyed Dial of Destiny, I have to say. I have noticed that the guy, if you noticed on my thumbnail for today's video, was the ET spaceship that we built. My one was built by Golden Armor, a guy called Christopher. I think it's Christopher, but he spells it really weird. He's actually made a Dial of Destiny. So that could be an interesting prop to make. I think he's got that on the Golden Armor website as well at the moment. I hope the rescue dog isn't a beagle. No, Dachshund. You need to put things out of reach. We have two beagles. One likes to pinch anything and chew it up. I'm used to dogs like that. I do like small dogs. And and when I first get them, I normally spend so much. It's good that I'm home all the time so that I can train them. We've got plenty of places to walk here. I might actually start to walk some of this weight off. You never know. I don't know why I keep putting on weight. I think for every year you get older, you gain another pound. Oh, bless. Isn't Flammards down near Paynton? I can't recall the name of amusement parks some 25 years ago. I've never even heard of that, Ian. I've never been to Devon. So I've always wanted to visit Paynton Zoo. I believe Torquay, has a toys village that I'd like to see. And where we're staying in Paynton, I believe they've got a water park as well. But it's just a stop-off point for us so we don't have to do the really long journey into Cornwall. Oh, look, Will's Workshop's been both of those. Yeah, they're definitely on the list of visit. Will's Workshop. And probably Plymouth because, you know, Mrs. Welderwayne wants to see Mike Lane and Gin. Wayne's World was Aurora. Wow. What a memory that is. I haven't seen Wayne's World in years. There was a sci-fi movie with that name, Aurora. Really? Wow. Hi, Wayne, why haven't you shown any gifts from the Knight Rider build yet? I don't think I've got any. What gifts did we get for Knight Rider? I think I had a cat. No. Didn't get a cap. I got a mug. From what I remember, I got a mug. I think that's all I've had. The shirt that you saw me wearing today, that's on my store. I don't think anyone's noticed. If you haven't, you'll be forgiven. That shirt I made myself, the Knight Rider shirt. You will notice that it's not the official Knight Rider thing. There's an extra button at the bottom that says stand by. So that's why I made it. It's exactly what you'd expect to see for the Knight Rider console panel. But my one says stand by at the bottom as well. Do visit the watering hole on the beach in Perranporth. Oh, I can't wait to go to Perranporth. Miss Runaway, only pub actually on the beach in UK. Oh, definitely. I'll definitely have to visit that. I bought some bodyboards, David. So I'm aiming to go bodyboarding. The hat you sent me a long time is Union Kipper Blue, and it's not a... that hat I've still got in the house, Gunny. Me Union hat. Hello, Robert Beveridge. How's it going? Robert, I'm in Scotland on Friday, but the other side. I'm at Castle Douglas side. Shipping date confirmed for my Enterprise D as being the 25th this month. I don't know when I'm going to start getting them. I'm hoping soon because I'm starting that again in the DeLorean. But at the moment, with things being suspended and blocked, I don't know what's happening. I haven't got a clue. I know, but the unfortunately, a sudden night, the resin on the windows was a perfect idea. It was brilliant. Unfortunately, the frame goes right underneath those windows. There's no way to get a light or one light source through the windows without a great big block frame through it. So that idea was a little bit out the window. Why is dark spelled with a K and not C? That's because you can't see in the dark. As it comes to that stage of the stream, has it, where the dad jokes come in. You're not blocked. I don't know why I'm blocked. I got blocked. They said the address wasn't on it properly. I think I'll get in touch with them tomorrow and just confirm everything. Something's not right. We're actually staying at Perranporth. There's a place there we're staying, so it's we're in walking distance. So if the weather's nice, every morning I'm going to be up there watching the there's sunrises in the east. I'll be there every evening watching the sunset. Can't watch it rise. That's the wrong way, isn't it? Wait a minute. Sunrise is in the east. Yeah, that's right. I have to watch it set because it's on the west coast. Your payment was taken today. I feel like I'm being a little bit victimized here. I don't know why it's blocked because I've got collections with the whole of Fan Home. So I don't know why that one's blocked. Interesting. Patience, Iago. It's an IT issue with Fan Homes. I had the same issue with the Infinity Gauntlet. It went on for 2 months. I called every week and they told me they had to wait until the ID department fixed it. Okay. They've got the correct card details. I checked all of that as well. So, don't know. No, I because I signed up for the Ecto one, Richard, God, a month ago. All my cards are brand new. So, I don't know. Yes, that's true. If I've had some people wanting, what build did they want? They wanted a build, but they live in Malaysia. I think it's Singapore way. So I have put them into you, but I think I might have sent them to Partwork Upgrades. So hopefully you've got a link to Partwork distribution from there. I forgot that web address, to be honest with you. What dates are you Devon Cornwall bound? Welcome to pop up in the workshop and pass through. Wills, it's going to be from the 13th of August for a week. So from that Sunday to the following Monday, I believe. But I am down in Taunton, which is close enough on Monday night. But I'm so busy, I'm not going to get time to do anything. Hi, Arias. How's it going? Maybe too big a question. But if someone hasn't made a model for, say, 40 years, my last was 199 Airfix kit. Wow. Does anyone have any suggestions on where to start today? If you're going to be doing a build-up model, Riaz, one of the bigger cars is probably a good place to start. Something like the Super Snake. If you're talking about kit models, then I'll tell you what, the Gundam kits are really good. The Gundam kits here, we had a lot of fun on the Patreon stream building one of them last night. A lot of stress, but it was a lot of fun. I've got a leg somewhere. That's the way I put it. Got a leg somewhere. I've got a load of, behind me, I don't know if you can see this. I've got a whole heap of Marvel movie collection figurines that I'm supposed to make a video of, and I haven't done it yet. One of them did arrive broken, unfortunately. I've got Hera, with the big horns, and one of her horns are fallen off, so didn't survive the post, unfortunately. North Carolina's about twice the size of Ireland, if that helps. Yeah, we only sort of like touched the very surface of it, didn't we? Like Raleigh to Charlotte. It's yeah, we skipped it like a stone on a lake. Your first build was Star Trek Deep Space Nine with fiber optics. Wow. That'd be a good model, a nice large scale of that. Not this big. We're talking big. I like big. Local honey and vitamin C is great for hay fever. I very rarely get hay fever, Daniel. It's just that this year just seems to have got me big time. I don't know why. Can you get the Titanic in the UK? You'd have to ask Agora Models that, Daniel. They may be able to get it for you, but it will be coming from America, I believe. So I've now got pack 11, I think. Yeah, I've got pack 11 to do. So that's another build I've got as well. Hello, Gary. How's it going? Gary, I met at Small Space. It was great meeting you, Gary. When I'll be stopping over in the UK on the 7th of August. Wow. At the airport on my way to Ukraine. How far are you from the airport? Well, if you're landing at Heathrow, I'm about an hour, 45 minutes away. Plus, you'll be airside. I don't think they'll let you landside if you're just transiting. Does Back to the Future poster have a filter on the glass? Could explain the colour difference. No, it's just plastic. Just a clear bit of plastic. Strange it is. You love Christopher Nolan's Batman's films. They're all right. Yeah, I'm very nonchalant, aren't I, with that? Yeah, they're all right. Hello, Ian. How's it going? Only how that Optimus arm is enormous. It is. It is. I mean, it's a shame you couldn't get to see the whole thing at Wonderfest, because, like, if that's just an arm, it's giving you an idea of how big this thing actually is. Lou, you're going to need to move your whole, like, museum around again to get that in. I wouldn't even begin to believe where you could put it. I haven't got a clue. That would be bobblehead figures. I can't have a bobblehead. But I do like the idea of just me pointing. And then I'll just say this part here, and then just put my little me there with a pointing arm. Full-size models of my head. What shall I get my head scanned then? Get my head scanned, and it'll have like a ruler embedded into it. Yeah, so everyone, look, Ian, quick, take a snapshot. You can see how big my head is. Um, it is only available there, but I'm wondering, because you can't get it from Hachette now in this country back from issue 1, will Agora be able to do something like that? I don't know. The only people who can answer that is Agora, because everything I'm going to tell you is just what's the word I keep getting told off for? Speculating. You shouldn't speculate, Wayne. Asda used to have 3D printing machine. Really? Asda? Of people at one point was about £60 for a single figure. Really? Oh my God, Ian. That's crazy. Old age of getting grumpy, old man. Yeah, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. So I just hope it arrives. I hope it arrives, because you know what the post is like over in California, Phil. It's I'm sure you have it gets there on hypersonic jet, and then they stick it on a donkey or something. I say, go on, off you go. He's trying to cover the face. He's gonna see Barbie the weekend. Oh, you know what, Greg? We went to see that mystery movie, which is a really good movie. It was Joyride in the end, but from Chevy Chakra. I can't pronounce the surname. One of the writers from Family Guy, but it was a really funny film. But I was just sitting there praying, please don't let it be Barbie. And Barbie's probably going to be a really good film, but it's just really not something I want to see. But if I can get if I can get this Valentino Rossi bike done tomorrow, I'm hoping Mrs. Wayne won't mind me going off to the cinema. Because I don't mind sitting on my own in the cinema, chewing popcorn and watching a film. I prefer it that way, because normally the cinema's empty. So I've got the place to myself. It's great. You're not alone with a superhero and Star Wars movie fatigue. Yeah, I just think there's too much. I want some more originality, but at the moment you've obviously got the writers' strike, the Screen Actors Guild strike. Everyone's on strike. So I don't know what's happening in Hollywood at the moment. I bet it's a scary place at the moment. I don't know how long sometimes these strikes go on for a while, don't they? I don't know who one group sits down with another group and thrashes out. I don't know how it works. But I do think that's going to start affecting things probably. If things are affecting now, I'm guessing in 6 to 8 months' time, we're going to see the knock-on effects of that. Don't know. Is there any news on James Bond cars? I haven't heard anything yet, Jason. Hopefully something soon. Hopefully. There's a Forbidden Planet in Cambridge. That's not too far from me. Isn't that typical, John? Slinky Toy Story. Yeah, that one was called Stretch and one was called Slinky. Got to have a Dachshund called Slinky, definitely. You mentioned someone what I'm planning for Wonderfest. There were jokes about getting it through airport security. Shouldn't the first Bond cast be the Austin DB5 been released in the end of June from Agora? I thought it was delayed till July, but I haven't heard anything at the moment. So, I mean, you got to remember, with these new builds, there's so many pieces that they need to be in so many places at the same time to get the logistical thing right, to give someone who's buying it the very best experience of when they buy it. I have never had a problem with Agora model, so I'd rather them get that bit sorted so that when their build does start, it's a nice flow through to build the model. Jacob, where am I keeping my models? You know what? I don't think about that. We were having this conversation at the Small Space 10. I build the models, and where I'm putting them is an afterthought. Normally, as Phil Spruver says, there's a conversation somewhere that happens, and we don't know what happens after that. Oh, thank you, Andrew. Hey, Wayne, just received issue 7 to 10 of DeLorean from Fan Home and find it helpful building along with your videos. You do realise that, I looked a lot younger, Eggman Studios, in those videos. My beard was brown. I think I might have even had a little bit of hair. Don't know. I think my voice has got deeper. I was definitely probably a stone or two lighter. You want to see disaster movies making a comeback? 2012. They went through a stage of that. Do you remember we had Towering Inferno, the Poseidon Adventure, the airport movies? It seems like there is a wave of disaster movies come along. Then monster movies all come along. Then space movies all come along. And then, I don't know. You say dachshund, we say dachshund. Huh? Dachshund. You call a dachshund dachshund? Really? We just call them sausage dogs. Because dachshund, because they spell hound different. Hound is spelt like well, Hund is German for hound, isn't it? So for dog, don't know where it comes from, but they are sweet. I've got pictures, but I don't want to show you pictures until it all goes through, and then rather than show you the pictures, I can show you them. So there you go. If you fly to Charlotte next year, let me know. I'll buy you a pint. You live in Charlotte. At the moment, the way things are looking, Richard, I will be flying into Charlotte because I won't fly into Chicago, definitely not. And all the other flights that go to New York, even Washington at the moment, get me to Louisville for some stupid time at like 11 o'clock at night. I want something that can get me to Louisville between 3 and 5 in the afternoon. So it's normally Charlotte that's the best bet at the moment. But with American Airlines, I do like to fly American Airlines. They do like to change all flight details like 2 weeks before you go. So it just throws everything out anyway. When he tries to sound fast 69. Oh. Not at all, Ed. It's Babacon model. That's the one. Babacon Model Village. Wow. I was always jealous, Will's Workshop, because I never went to Devon, but my brother went there as a school trip, and he came back with pictures from that model village. Now, I've been to Merivale in Great Yarmouth. I loved it there, and I've been to the one at God's Hill on the Isle of Wight as well. I do like a model village. I don't know why. Just find them very captivating. And the gardens are immaculate. Absolutely immaculate. University, we call them sausage dogs. I don't remember receiving a power pack, I have to say. I could have done with one. The water park, we're actually staying just outside the water park, Andy. Just for one night. So I'm hoping to go there. But if it's raining, then I'll probably end up at the zoo. Wiener dogs. Torquay has a sci-fi museum? No way. Ooh, well, I'm going to have to get my my guide out to Devon and Cornwall, I think. I don't know if the family would like me going to a sci-fi museum, but, you know, they can eat ice cream on the beach. That's all past now, Andrew. I haven't actually got any space on the side of the workshop now. So I might think about doing some of that. Some of the plaques I'm going to have to redo because we had a real bad hailstorm the other day, and no matter how much varnish you put on these things, it's damaged the plaque. So I am waiting. You know, I'm getting a laser engraver here. I'm going to probably carve the next lot out of plastic. So they'll last longer, but I am keeping my eye on them. If any do need changing, I'm just swapping them out. If you're going to Perranporth in August, you'll need to be there at 9 AM to get a parking space or a very long walk. I can do early, Chris. I'll be there at 5 o'clock in the morning watching the sun rise from the east, even though I can't see because you're on the west. They don't have fees. What they do, that's a nice that's a nice thing to do, Gunny. They just want donations because it's a rescue charity. So they just normally have donations. But I said I don't want to tempt anything at the moment, so we're just keeping our fingers crossed. You've been bodyboarding there. Greenpeace sent a rib boat to rescue me. What? That's a great story. It's where my daughter had her first surfing lessons. Wow. Oh my God. If you're traveling at the speed of light, how do you see when you're going at night? That's true. That's true. You see, though, Ian, my scientific mind, there's some things that I don't believe in science, and I don't believe that the speed of light is the fastest thing in the known universe. I think electrons are faster. I But I could be wrong. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm just thinking that in my head. It's because I study. If you didn't know, I studied natural science for the Open University to get my degree in natural sciences. So I have got letters after my name. I don't know if you knew that, but it's one of these theses that I had about the is the speed of light the fastest thing in in the universe. And it made me ponder things. And the other one, believe it or not, was climate change. So, do I believe in climate change? Yes, I do. Is the world getting hotter? Yes, it is. Are we causing it? Not for a second. Hi, Jeff Clink. How's it going? You've helped me out a lot of the builds. I wait on my R2D to arrive tomorrow, so I'll be paying a lot of attention to your videos. I just finished my pack 2 of Optimus Prime. Is that the Agora one? Pack 3, you're going to love those fingers. You're going to have to build that Optimus Prime for sure. Oh, it's a great build. Wayne, you got your first box from Fan Home? Mark's Hobbies, I'm getting caught up in the chat. How far am I behind at the moment? I'm 10 minutes. Let's see if I can catch up. Cover your mouth before you speculate. Yes, I should cover my mouth before I say a lot of things. I've got the, you can't see it. Do you remember I had those stormtroopers here? See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. They're up there at the moment. Perhaps I need them more in front of me so I don't say things. Here is, wait, all I need to go now, but if you know, I know Neil Davidson. It's Neil that we lost, unfortunately. He passed God a few years ago now. Yeah, no, you knew Neil. Wow. Yeah, he passed a long time ago, unfortunately. Wayne, you got your next pack to... God, a lot of people are doing Optimus Prime, aren't they? Wow. I'm catching up, believe it or not. I am getting there. Where can you get the Explorers build? Well, this is an STL print from Jeffrey Fink, and I do believe it's available through Partwork Upgrades. So you can print this and then paint that yourself, which is all good. They aren't doing any more disaster movies because it's all coming good. It's all coming true. Yeah, it is. The DeLorean aged me. Yeah, it did. After that issue 91, that definitely did me. Can't get into Atlanta Airport on a flight. The problem is the real hub airports just seem to be a living nightmare for me. Raleigh has a direct flight to Louisville now, but I would still drive. Ooh, that's interesting. They don't, yeah, but Raleigh don't have an international airport though. I can't fly into Raleigh and then come and say hi, Lou, and then go and fly and race you to Louisville. No problems, Daniel. No problems at all. I have a question for Knight Rider build. Front brake, it wasn't said in your vid where to connect it to. I'll be honest with you, when it comes to pipes and brakes, if I haven't explained it and people ask me after the event, I can never remember. Never remember at all. You're definitely a company. We'll have so much fun, Keith, I'm telling you. It'd be great. I mean, this will be my 3rd year, and I'll tell you, the first year is amazing. The second year is just reinforce it's amazing. And as I think it was Phil who told me at this Wonderfest, if you do things more than twice, it becomes a tradition. So it's now a tradition. Unless you want a road trip 7 hours with me, you'll get to stop at the famous, was that Boosie? Boosie's? Bucky's? I've never heard of that. I bet you that's something that's really well known in America, isn't it? I haven't got a clue what that is. I think it's just NatSci. Natsci. You get that for actually the first module you do. You get your letters. If you're in a spacecraft traveling at the speed of light and turn on the headlights, I don't know. I think it would be like the end of the black hole, you know, where everyone's face distorts and who knows. You agree with my climate change philosophy? Notice how the heat record's set in the early 1900s. You've got to remember, and I don't know why scientists, they're saying all the scientists support climate change. We are coming out of an ice age. We are coming out of an ice age. The world is going to get hotter. We've been through God knows how many ice age. We know that from ice cores that we've drilled. The poles have shifted. The North Pole's become the South Pole, and they've shifted in their time as well. But yeah, we are coming out of an ice age, so it's going to get warmer. Good night, everyone. Is it that time? Oh my God, it goes crazy. Oh look, Jets fan, what's going on? No, it's the Rams. The Rams this year. The Rams are going to be supporting our division. That's all they're going to do. Oh, there we go. Look, I have an invite for you and Lou. I can fly to North Carolina next year, rent a large SUV, and we can all drive up to Louisville. Come on, Lou, don't roll your eyes. That could be fun, couldn't it? A road trip. You'd love it. And with an SUV, just think how many models you can get in there, Lou. How cool would that be? Oh, we need to talk about it. Zoom. We need to Zoom. Okay, everyone, look, it's been a great stream. I'm going to drink my drink, have some honey because I really want to cough and I don't like coughing on stream. And I will see you not next week. There's going to be no live streams next week. Remember that? So it's going to be the week after. I will try and get some content out next week. And hopefully, whatever goes on Tuesday, because I haven't got a clue, I'll hopefully be able to tell you about. And I'm sure it's going to be pretty exciting. But anyway, listen, take care, everybody. I will see you later.